Let in a lot of joy.
Let in a lot of joy.
Let in a lot of light. So every little thing gonna be alright. What's the best that could happen? Little room to dance and let in a little joy. Let in a lot of, a whole lot of
oodles of,
a shoot ton of light on Sunday night with bliss and love.
and all of you. Welcome back and welcome here if you've never joined us before.
We are so happy to be with you and happy, defiantly happy in believing that there is good in store for all of us, even still.
What's the best that can happen?
Right.
And today happens to be Holly Clark's birthday, and she is the inspiration for that line in that beginning.
That's
so
right, that's true.
Happy birthday, Holly.
And Tom's coming home.
Tom
is
got
home
to go
now.
home,
Yeah.
y'all. So that's yes, we have so much gratitude and feel so much joy and so much love and light, and hope you do too.
Yes.
Got invited in, and that's what we're asking you to do with us tonight.
We were deeply inspired by Reverend Marianne Edgar Budde. Her name is Budde.
Man.
Oh, Budde, oh pal. Spelled B-U-D-D-E.
Also think of that like something blossoming. Yeah.
I love that.
Buddy.
Friendship, kinship blossoming.
Yes.
Ooh.
Kindship
Buddy buds.
blossoming.
Buddy buds.
Anyway, we could go on and on.
But we were so inspired by her message for the national, what's it called? The National Service of Prayer. And her message was so beautiful.
So pure,
You know,
really.
and it was so potent and so spot on. And, you know, it could have been delivered by really anyone on any Sunday. But it was especially potent because of the audience and her bravery and her courage in delivering that in the face of someone who is embracing the opposite of unity, which was the topic of her sermon. And for her to speak that with such gentleness and purity and just so much undeniable love to the president was just a extraordinarily pure, powerful evidence of how love and mercy can shift things. And it was met with a lot of animosity.
But above that,
yeah,
it's been highly welcomed by so many people who resonate with that message and who understand that this is core. This is core for us to have mercy for one another, grace, for us to see our oneness and embrace unity. All of this is core to our existence. And so I just love that it was embraced too. I want to point that out, widely
yes.
embraced.
If you haven't seen it, we highly recommend that you check it out. I think Reuters
It's
has
in
it
the show
on.
notes.
Okay. And Renee's going to share a little bit of the beginning message. And what's interesting too is what she started with is something that was already kind of in your consciousness, wasn't it?
Yes. When I pray every night, a big time of prayer for me is as I'm starting to drift off to sleep. And the first thing I say is what she shared in the beginning of her sermon, and that is, may the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable. Here she says, may the words of my mouth and the meditation of all our hearts be acceptable in your sight, O God. For you are our strength and our Redeemer. Amen. And then she says, again, my warm welcome to all who've gathered in this house of prayer, for all people and for all who are joining us. As a country, We've gathered this morning to pray for unity as a people and a nation, not for agreement, political or otherwise, but for the kind of unity that fosters community across diversity and division, a unity that serves the common good. Unity in this sense is a threshold requirement for people to live in freedom and together in a free society. It's the solid rock, as Jesus said, in this case upon which to build a nation. It's not conformity. It's not victory. It's not polite weariness or passive passivity born of exhaustion. Unity is not partisan. Rather, unity is a way of being with one another that encompasses and respects our differences, that teaches us to hold multiple perspectives and life experiences as valid and worthy of respect, that enables us in our communities and in the halls of power to genuinely care for one another, even when we disagree.
So this unity that we're being called into is so powerful and potent. And when we're united, we become a mighty force together. And what we've been striving to do in this experiment called America is to bring a melting pot, a diversity, into a united respect. And so as she speaks of the three pillars, or the three foundations of unity, she talks about honoring the inherent dignity of every person. She talks about honesty, speaking truth, and she speaks of humility and being able to be open to where we have
room to shift,
yes,
and grow and expand. Yeah, and I love that she called it a threshold requirement.
Just like a bridge.
Yeah, it's like a doorway. You know, you've got to. It's the thing that to cross over into freedom. It's something that we, if we want unity, is required of us.
And we do want unity, and we need unity in order to be the country that we deserve. Even the humanity that we were designed to be. So this is our song called Bridges, and it's about being that threshold. And we just want to invite you to think about ways and places, and there will be places where you cannot build a bridge. There's just a closed door in that threshold, and that's their prerogative. You have to respect everyone's right to shut down and to shut you out. But there might be places where there's a crack in the door, and the light can get in. And we need to create as many spaces as possible because that strengthens the unity. And we encourage those of you who may find yourself kind of separating. Try not to separate. Try to open yourself and find connection and unity in all the places where it's possible.
We are billions of moons guiding the tide.
Build bridges through the heart where life begins. That's where we'll find each other and ourselves again. Don't lose faith. Do not separate. We are billions of moons guiding the tide in an ocean of light. Build bridges through the heart where life begins. That's where we'll find each other and ourselves again. We are one. We are one. We are
Think about that. We are billions of moons guiding the tide in an ocean of light. Think about that pull that you have on things, the ability that when we are in a unit of consciousness, we are pulling the tide that way. You know, it matters what we're thinking about and what we're meditating on. May the words of my mouth, may the meditations of my heart be acceptable. That's our prayer. That's what we pray is your prayer too, if we want to reach this place where everyone matters, where no one is outside the circle.
There's a strong spirit, very old energy of separation that is raising its head right now. And the way to woo it is to invite it in. As many people, as many places in yourself and in your life that you feel separation, try to bring it into the circle of love and of peace, of loving acceptance.
Mercy.
Mercy, mercy, mercy.
Well, we've got to do a little, hey, by the way, nice job on that.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
By the way, thank you.
Should we call that like a
Good job,
cuke,
you.
like a cello uke, a cuke?
Oh,
I don't know. But didn't she do a great job?
this is like a cucumber.
But we have to change some settings, and we're coming back and going to do some more music and be here with you and for you.
And share some more words from
Oh,
Reverend
how we
Budde.
adore you. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. We're back?
We're back.
Hello.
The
Let me get
cuke
my
has
other
left the
glasses.
building.
Yes. So, woo, unity. And the three foundations of it, she says, or speaks of, are the inherent dignity of others, honesty, and humility. And I want to speak to honoring the inherent dignity of each human being. And I'm going to share her words with you since we're honoring her heart and her wisdom and courage tonight. Just honoring the dignity of each human being, every human being, as the birthright of all people, as the children of our one God. And this means refusing to mock or discount or demonize those with whom we differ. And that means us too, y'all. It means us too. To not demonize or mock or discount. Actually be willing to listen to what their concerns are, as legitimate as our own. How much can we do that? How much can we do that? That's, something I really want to deepen and work on in my life, because I do honor the dignity of others. And she speaks, I think one of the most profound moments of Reverend Budde's message was when she made a personal plea to the president in honor of or in concern for those who are scared right now. She says, Mr. President, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. They are gay, lesbian, and transgender children, and Democratic, Republican, and independent families. Some who fear for their lives. And the people who pick our crops and clean our buildings and labor in poultry farms and meat packing plants, they may not be citizens or have proper documentation, but the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals. They pay taxes, and they're good neighbors, faithful members of our churches. Mr. President, I ask you to have mercy on those in our communities whose children fear that their parents will be taken away, or whose parents fear their children will be taken away. They are fleeing war zones or persecution in their own lands. Please find compassion and welcome them here. Our God teaches us to be merciful to the stranger, for we were all once strangers in this land. May God grant us the strength and courage to honor the dignity of every human being, to speak truth to one another in love, and walk humbly with each other, for the good of all people. And so we send this song out as a reminder of what Jesus taught, which was to care for those, care for the oppressed. You probably know the Bible verse better than I do. What is it?
Well, just look up Matthew 25. That's
exactly
everything you need to know. But, as you've done to the least of these, and so let's be the angels here on the earth.
That's what you none exist from the seed you gave. This garden lives, your messenger of kindness. Use it, an instrument of bliss. I vow to give the others this gift. When I was far away from home, you gave me a place to lay my head. When I felt all alone, you suddenly appeared. In my head were empty, you reached out to share. When I see my dreams would not come true, you were the answer to my prayer. You always Thank you for your love sublime, your gracious gifts, your bread and wine. Thank you for being the hand of the divine. My heart's so full of gratitude for all the ways you seen me through. Thank you for being an angel on earth. When I was far away, someone gave me grace to lay bread and wine. When I felt all alone, you suddenly appeared. My heart's full of gratitude. You reached out to share. Thank you for being the angel on earth. You are my angel right here on earth. Thank you. Thank you for being angels as you've been for us, and I know that you are for so many in your life. Thank you, thank you. That's the best part of being alive. Don't stop doing that. As we said last week, keep your heart open. Show all that mercy. Show all that mercy. And especially when you're being challenged, see if you can take a breath and extend it.
That's something else we
regardless.
talked about last week too. Between the stimulus and response is that pause. Don't forget to pause there for a minute, take that breath before you respond, so that you respond from that place of mercy and grace and compassion and always kindness and love.
Well, and as Reverend Budde,
Bishop Budde
said, how important honesty is. And I think, my glasses on, I think the way she said it in the end, which I think sums it up so nicely, is speak the truth to one another in love. And she did that. And it felt so strong, and even in some circles, blasphemous or rebellious. And isn't that interesting that speaking mercy would be seen that way? I think that's a reflection of maybe where it's landing, you know. And yet, she was so pure and strong and calm in her honest reflection of mercy and honesty and humility, calling for unity, that it was so powerful. It reminded me of the way Martin Luther King Jr. and Gandhi were so strong and fierce in their nonviolence and their call for simple dignity of each person.
And speaking the truth in love, coming from that place of love and peace.
I'd love for you to share a little bit more on that. What is that? Maybe a little bit more from what she...
Okay. I do want to go back for a minute. You know, it really is everyone's inherent birthright. We're all children of God. I was thinking, you know, this week so much. I grew up in Sunday school singing Jesus loves all the little children of the world. I won't say the colors because we have better ways of saying them now, but you know the song. And all are precious in God's sight, you know. And so I wanted to just emphasize that again.
Well, and as you say that, I just want to add something to that, and it's something I'm encouraging myself to do, and if you can in your heart, because it's important to pray for our leaders and to pray for. I was hearing Mary Trump talk on a progressive station to Dean Obadala, and she was saying, you know, knowing Donald his whole life, he's really just someone who's searching for love and approval. And it's, if you look into the heart of who he is, that's really what he's searching for. And that's what any of us, all of us are searching for. So as much as we can, those who are lashing out in violence and in hatred and separation, just know it's because in their way, they're trying to find love.
Well, and actually it's because they love something. They love this country too. That's not just here on the ticker tape, you know, it's real. They love this country, and so they're fighting for what they love. They just making the decision.
Maybe it's not even this country that they love it. Maybe it's they love power.
Maybe they love all of it. I think we can't. I mean,
who's to say? We're not inside of.
But I think it comes from a place. There's a difference between loving something and then tainting that by wanting to use it in a way that is greedy or abuses power, you know. So, and on the last and third foundation, we're at the point of humility. She says, and perhaps we're most dangerous to ourselves and others when we're persuaded without a doubt that we're absolutely right and someone else is absolutely wrong. Because then we're just a few steps from labeling ourselves as the good people versus the bad people. And the truth is that we are all people. And the more we realize this, the more room we have within ourselves for humility and openness to one another across our differences. Because in fact, we are more like one another than we realize. And we need each other. Unity is relatively easy to pray for on occasions of great solemnity. It's a lot harder to realize when we're dealing with real differences in our private lives and in the public arena. But without unity, we're building our nation's house on sand. And with a commitment to unity that incorporates diversity and transcends disagreement, and with the solid foundations of dignity, honesty, and humility that such unity requires, we can do our part and in our time to realize the ideals and the dream of America. So I'm so grateful to Bishop Budde for being brave to speak these words. By the way, you should pick up a copy of her book. She just, her last book, she has several. It's all about being brave, and it was evidence for that of that for us all in the most purest of intents, you know.
So, may we have the courage to truly embody unity Never too late to dream, my friends. Never too late to dream. So you think of courage and you think of bravery, and maybe you think of someone who's going to do something, maybe aggressive or strong, physically or loud. But actually, there's an even greater bravery and courage, and it's the still small voice and letting it become loud and mighty within you, letting kindness become mighty, letting love become fierce, letting compassion become such a force within our lives and all around us. So we're invited to find the bravery to see the unity in with ourselves and each other.
And brave enough to be honest and humble, right?
Yes.
All of it.
Yes. So we thank you for embracing that and including that in your heart.
And keeping that heart open.
Yes, giving yourself mercy and all those around you, because we need some more of that. Thank you so much, Bishop
for doing
Budde.
what you do best. Yes, thank you, Bishop Budde, an angel on earth, and thank you all for being angels on earth.
Yes.
That's what you do best.
That's right. And we want to invite you to join Mighty Kindness.
That's right.
So
the Mighty Kindness community, mightykindnesscommunity.com. If you want to be with KINDred, KINDred, and in a community that is all about just being like a place of welcoming and kinship.
And united.
And merciful and compassionate and united. Yeah.
Yeah.
And loving.
So loving. We
like
love you.
We love you.
You are loved.
Mwah.
You are love. You are love.